Hi everyone, it's Giselle Aguiar, AZ Social Media Wiz, coming to you from beautiful, muggy Phoenix, Arizona. I know it's weird, I wouldn't put muggy and Phoenix in the same sentence, but we're in monsoon season, so the humidity is high. I tell you, I walked out the other day and I felt like I was back in Miami again, so it's like, whoa. Anyways, I'm sure those of you who have seen some of my read some of my other blog posts or seen some of my classes, I've talked about the 7 P's of social media marketing. Interestingly enough, last Sunday at church, I discovered there's 2 more that are really important, and though the church sermon was talking about something else, and don't worry, I'm not going to go into a religious sermon here, but I've added 2 P's to my 7, making them 9. So I just wanted to go over them, and this is going to be good food for thought for you. Okay, and the first one, this is one of the new ones, is perspective. Okay. You've got to stop thinking about marketing from the perspective of your business and think of it from the perspective of your target audience, your target market, your customer, your consumer. Okay? So again, put yourself in their shoes. What are they going to enter into the search box to find you? What kind of information are they looking for? What are their pain points? What are their needs? Okay, once you've established this and you really get to know your target market and create personas, give them names, you know, who is this person? Who's your perfect customer if they walked in the door right now? Okay, really get to know them, because you've got to look at everything that you post out there from their perspective. Okay, the next one is purpose, and this is one of the other new ones. Okay, what's your purpose? Okay, sell products or services? No. To make your consumer happy. Okay, that's what your purpose is. To solve their problems. To to fulfill their dreams. That's what you need, and it goes back to the perspective again. So that's why you really need to get to know your target market to know how, what the purpose of your business is going to be in helping them so that they will buy your product or service. Okay, once you've got those 2 set in your minds as to what you're going. And your purpose will also serve as your goals, too. So your purpose, okay, so these are going to be my goals. And then you can go into planning. Okay, so number 3 is planning. So plan out. How are you going to meet these goals? How are you going to fulfill your purpose? That's the strategic plan. So, what are you going to do? What content are you going to put out there? Which social networks are you going to go and connect with your target market? Then the tactical plan is how are you going to implement your strategy? Okay, so it's actually 2 parts of that P for planning. Okay, and so then, once you've got that set, you've got to prepare. Okay, so that means putting together an editorial calendar. So what are you going to blog about? What videos are you going to do? Are you going to do podcasting? Okay, so what are you going to talk about? Topics. Look and see what's happening seasonally or in the news, something that you could be relevant to your product or service. The other preparation, your graphics, your branding, your logos, your cover graphics. The pictures that you're going to put on your blog post, okay? Find good sources of that type of, your graphics, and make sure they're quality. Remember, you cannot take a small graphic and stretch it to fit a big space. It's going to look fuzzy. You don't want fuzzy graphics. This is your online image, people, and I've been telling you this over and over and over again, and I still see fuzzy graphics out there. So we want your image to be the best that it can be out there. Okay, so you have to prepare. That's the the next piece. So prepare everything before going online. Make sure it's ready for prime time before you start promoting it and getting that content out there. Okay, the next one is participation. Okay, this is not solitaire. Okay, this is not a solo entrepreneur project here that you're just sitting and just automating content and putting it out there without doing anything. No. You can automate a lot of the media, but you still have to be social. And that's where a lot of people miss out. Okay, so you need to engage and build relationships with your potential target market. Also with influencers. Influencers are people that your target market respects for content. Obviously, you want to become an influencer. So the idea is to find the current influencers in your industry that your target market respects. Follow them. They usually have a lot of followers already. So like their content, share their content. If they start following you, okay, thank them for following. Okay, that's an honor that somebody, with that many followers, an influencer in your industry starts following you. So that's an honor. So you want to make sure you thank those people and continue sharing and retweeting their stuff out there. That's very important, because if they see your content and decide to share it with their friends, your reach increases by however many followers they have. Okay, that's called social amplification, and you want that. That gets your branding out there. That's brand awareness, and it gets you the exposure that you need. Okay, posting. Okay, you've got to post. You got to put content out there. You got to tweet. Okay, people are they're not gonna follow you unless you're putting out good content. It's logical, right? I see a lot of people set up Twitter accounts and then don't touch it at all. They set up blog posts, and I go to their blog to subscribe to it, and the last blog post was in 2015 or 2014, some even 2013. So it's like, don't bother having it up there, because it's worse for somebody to come across your blog and to see that the last time you blogged was, 3 years ago. So that's horrible. You don't want that. Okay? If you're not going to blog, you might as well just take the whole blog down, because it's not helping you whatsoever. It's not going to help you with Google, because Google wants fresh, relevant content. So if your content is more than a month, a few months old, and you haven't had anything new on your websites, for months, Google's going to ignore you. It's like you're not even there. So you might as well take it down, because when somebody does stumble upon it, they're going to say, oh man, this thing is old. I'm not going to subscribe to this. Why would I want to subscribe? Okay, so, don't just, if either get on the bandwagon or get off the bandwagon. Don't hang in there and do halfway stuff. It's not going to work. It's not going to work whatsoever. Which brings me to the next one, persistence. Keep at it, okay? Keep at it. In the beginning, you might not see results all at once, okay? It all depends on, what you're selling and who you are, and the competition. So if you're in a highly competitive market, you might not see results right away, because people are sifting through all your other competitors. So you've got to keep tabs on your competition and see what they're doing. And make sure that you're putting out more stuff than they are and better stuff than they are to gain their followers to come over to you. Okay? For instance, I'm helping promote a craft beer brew pub that's opening up in North Phoenix in the next few weeks. Well, there just so happens to be a heck of a lot of craft beer enthusiasts out there, especially on Twitter. And I haven't been working on it for a week, and I think we're going to hit the first 100 in a week. Okay? That usually doesn't happen. If you have something that people like, they're going to follow you. Okay? So each business is different, and I can't guarantee that you're going to have 100 followers in a week. It usually takes about 30 days. It usually takes about a month to get your first 100 followers on Twitter. That's, being persistent and putting out good content, thanking people for, for sharing, for following, that's engagement. It's all taking engagement. So you've got to be social. You still have to be social. Now, you don't have to be on 24/7. Okay, that's where a lot of the automation is, because you can post that can be automated. But you've got to touch the networks a couple of times a day, like once in the morning, once in the afternoon. It could be in the evening, it could be late at night. It doesn't matter, as long as you don't let 3 days go, especially if you're trying to build a following in the first 30 days. Okay, you have to put in the time in the beginning. Once you've got the following built, you go into maintenance and management mode, which you can spend less time on there on certain networks, but spend more time on the ones where you're building relationships and the networks that are driving traffic to your website. Okay, perseverance. Okay, this is another one. So you've gone through 30 days and you're still not getting the results. Well, you got to look at your analytics. See what's working, what's not working, what types of posts people liked, what types of posts didn't get it. Did they not get engaged? Did you not get engagement because of the time that you posted it on? So you have to look and see what time of the day is best, that you've got the most following online. And there are tools that can help you do this. And I'm going to be having video classes online so you can learn how to use these tools. The best time to tweet when the majority of your influencer followers are on. So if one of your tweets gets retweeted, you'll have the highest reach. So there's a tool out there that will tell you what's the best time in any day of the week to where you'll get the most exposure, the most potential exposure. You have to have at least 100 Twitter followers. So that means you need that 100 Twitter followers as the first one. Okay. And be patient. For some businesses, you might start seeing results in a week. Some, it might take a month. Some 3 months, some even 6 months. Okay, again, depending on the business, the seasons, what else is going on in the world. There's so many factors involved here. So you have to have patience. Okay, so let's run down the 9 here and make sure I didn't miss one. Okay, perspective. Look at everything through your target market's eyes. Purpose. Okay, what's your purpose? Your purpose is to make your customer happy and get happy camper customers and not sell more widgets. You again go through the perspective of your target market. How are they viewing everything? Plan everything out strategically and tactically. Preparation, make sure you've got all your graphics going. That you've got your content calendar so you know what you're going to write about when, so you're not sitting there in front of a blank screen. I don't know what to write about. Well, plan it out ahead of time. Okay, participation. Just do it. Get on there. Say hi. Say hello. Okay, it's networking. You all join chambers of commerce and things like that, and you don't go to the events. Well, heck, you're not getting anything out of the organization. You get out of it as much as you put into it. Okay, and the same thing applies to social media marketing. Okay, posting, you got to post. You got to write articles. You got to post on Facebook. You got to post on Twitter. If you don't post, people are not going to follow you. It's that simple. Okay, persistent. Keep at it. Keep at it. Okay. If you're going on vacation, use some of those tools to schedule stuff out. Okay, and check it on your phone. Everyone's got a smartphone. Everybody can access all your social networks on your smartphone. And just take 2 seconds and thank somebody for doing something. Okay, touch your customers. Perseverance. Again, keep at it. Keep at it. And patience. Okay, it may or may not happen right away. Okay, not everything's going to go viral out there. So you got to, keep at it and be patient. It will work if you do it correctly and you do it properly, and it will be effective. But you have to learn how to do it properly. Now, I have a free ebook, okay, and if you're watching this on my website, you're gonna see a little orange box come up, and it's 216 mistakes that small businesses make on social media and online marketing. I started out looking for 101 and I ended up with 216. Okay, and it's divided up by the networks, then blogging and websites. So look at each one, see how many you're making, and if you're making at least 20 of them, you need help. And I'm planning on helping you out because I'm in the process of recording all of my classes. So anybody, no matter what tech level of savviness you have, can watch these videos and learn how to properly and effectively market your business on social media and online. So I'm in the process of recording them, and they will be up with hopefully in the next few weeks. But you can start with this ebook. And I also have my startup package. Even if you've been doing social media for a while, you might need to just step back and refresh and hit refresh. So the startup package is available on my website. It's called the Social Media Startup Pack. And it has, I think the most valuable thing in there is the glossary. And it's all the lingo, a lot of the stuff that I just talked about without explaining what it is, but that book explains what it is. Okay, so it has all the, if you're not sure what a phrase is or what letters mean or whatever, everything is in that ebook, in the lingo guide. Okay, you can also get it separately on my website. So if you just want to purchase the glossary, you can. And again, remember this 9 P's of social media marketing. And if you do all these, you'll be successful. Okay, it'll work. You'll drive people to your website, and you'll start generating leads, and that's what it's all about. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on Wednesdays with the Wiz. Every Wednesday, 4 p.m. on Facebook Live. See you soon. Take care.